Today, we're going to share a recording from our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Consulting Success channel on YouTube. I'll now turn it over to Michael.
AI, artificial intelligence, is going to change the future of the consulting industry. Harvard Business Review recently reported that 44.6% of all business and financial operations, as well as 39.9% of management operations and 33.2% of all sales operations or functions are going to be impacted by AI. What does that mean for you as a consultant? Well, the first thing is that there will be several areas that will be replaced by AI. For example, aspects of research. There's no need to pay a person, right, a human, to do research. When you are able to use currently available tools, and you can, bet a bunch of money that there'll be new tools and new services coming out that will make doing a lot of different types of research very easy and very quick. Another area will be design. You can see this even today. There's new options through ChatGPT and Canva that allow you to connect those two services, and just by simply typing out, explaining what you want, almost with a click of a button, instantly, you can have different graphics created that you can use for social media posts, presentations. There are AI tools already that allow you to describe the kind of presentation that you're going to be giving, the industry, the kind of the theme and style that you're looking for, and AI will not only create the actual slides, but will also fill them in with text that you can then just adjust. And then content creation by itself, as we all have seen, has been impacted by AI. So these are areas that are certainly going to impact consulting and a consultant's kind of day-to-day job. Analysis is another one, right? Kind of high level, more general analysis will be done more and more by AI. And this will only get better, meaning the AI will only get better. Today, you might think that as a consultant, you have a lot of proprietary, industry insider information, but as the data sets, as more information gets incorporated into these AI tools, you will be able to say something like, how does this, the sales of this one company compare to the sales of another company? How does that compare over the last quarters? I've actually even played with this myself right now through some AI where you can ask those exact questions. What were the sales of this company? How does that compare over the last 3 quarters? You can do this for public companies right now as an example. You can say, take Home Depot's most recent earnings call and quarterly call, and summarize the comments from the CEO or summarize the comments from the CFO. So you as a consultant can in fact use AI tools right now to do a lot of analysis, to do a lot of summarization of key points, which you as a consultant can and should be using in your own content creation, your marketing, your outreach, because there's no excuse anymore to say, well, I don't know what my industry is dealing with, or I don't know what the top pain points or problems are that my ideal clients are having, or I don't know what the trends are. Those excuses no longer can or should exist, because you now have access really at the touch of a button to getting a lot of that filled in. Now, is it all going to be perfect? Will all the information be 100% accurate? Definitely not. It still requires human intervention. It requires you to take time to verify and validate whether the information, the data is correct and is true, but it can still save you a significant amount of time. So I've talked about right now, what will be replaced by AI, and there's many other areas. For example, programming, coding, a lot of this will be replaced by AI, but not completely. So let's talk about what areas will not be replaced by AI. Consultants are not going away. The industry is not going away. There will continue to be greater need and demand for somebody who has deep expertise. And specifically, the things that AI will not be able to replace, the first is relationships. People like to buy and to engage with other people. There will, for the foreseeable future, be risk that any buyer associates with technology, especially if somebody is thinking about making a large-scale investment into its operation, into its people, into its future. They're not going to trust just a piece of technology or something that you type into a search engine or into some AI tool with a massive investment or a big investment that they're going to make. they're going to turn to an expert, turn to somebody who has been in that industry for a long time, understands the nuances of it. You as the consultant can and should be using AI as a tool in your tool belt. It should help you to accelerate what you're doing, to do a better job, to do it more efficiently, more effectively, but it will not replace all of what you are doing if you are using it as an ally and as a partner and as a tool instead of viewing it as an enemy. So back to what AI will not replace. It will not replace relationships. That is something that humans for the beginning of time and well into the future that I can personally see, relationships will continue to be a critical thing for you to focus on, to invest, to spend time in creating, cultivating, strengthening relationships with buyers, because that is still the best way to be invited into new opportunities for business. And if you think about consulting or any engagement in professional services, it will still only happen through a conversation, right? At some point, you need to have a conversation where somebody is really understanding, exploring your situation, your goals, your challenges, for you to feel confident to move forward. And so relationships will not be replaced by AI. The other thing that AI will not replace is real-time conversations. When you go to an event, and let's say you are networking and you're talking with several different people, the information that you get in that moment, in that real time, cannot be created through AI, right? there's still a lag that exists for AI to get that information. Maybe in the future that might change, but AI will also not likely be invited into the same doors or events or places that, for example, a group of CFOs might be, or a group of CEOs might be. And so you prioritizing relationships, prioritizing getting in the room, surrounding yourself with other people, whether it's in a virtual kind of place or live and in person, the ideas, the insights that you can gather in real time is something that you then as a consultant can use and take back to your clients or take back to the content and things that you share. AI will not have the ability to capture those nuances and that real-time information, ideas, and insights in the same way that you can. So that's another advantage that you bring. Now, the third is business development. While there are many tools that have come out that leverage and use AI to help with business development, to help with marketing, to help with lead generation, and there will be more of these coming out going forward, they will not replace the need or the importance of you and a human, right, doing business development and doing marketing and thinking about lead generation. Why? Because, again, as I just mentioned, every engagement requires a conversation, and most CEOs, most presidents, owners, decision makers, whether they're in a for-profit or non-profit, even if they are spending some time on social media, they're not spending all of their time on social media. They're not spending their whole day on LinkedIn, even if they're active on LinkedIn. And the types of engagements that, for example, somebody might use a tool to reach out to a group of CEOs, most CEOs can tell very quickly if it's an automated message as opposed to a real human that has done their homework on that person, engaging in a thoughtful way. And most consultants are not winning business just from sending one or two LinkedIn messages or just sending a couple of emails. There's all kinds of touch points that are involved. A phone call, right? Sending an email, sending a text message, meeting somebody at an event, getting a referral. So yes, AI will help to facilitate or help to maybe make some of those touch points more efficient and more effective. But if you're talking about a high level, premium, valuable engagement or high value engagement, this is not the kind of stuff that an AI bot or a tool is going to be able to move completely through the pipeline from initial touch point to an actual done deal. Humans aren't going anywhere in that equation. They still will be a part of it. You'll just be able to make the approach more efficient and more effective by using some of these tools. So what can we learn from history as it relates to AI and the future of consulting? Over time, when something has started off as being quite unique, as that becomes more commonplace. So right now AI is still relatively new, it's still the early days, but the more people that start using AI tools, the more commonplace it becomes. And as it becomes more commonplace, if you're just doing what everyone else is doing, if you're just using the same tools, if you're just essentially doing the exact same thing that others around you are doing, then you are commonplace, right? You are just the same as others. And what that means is that you are less valuable, right? People pay a premium for someone that can offer something unique, who can really solve a problem more effectively, who brings a real advantage. And so that is the opportunity for you and for every consultant out there, is to really spend time thinking about what is unique about what you can bring to the market. How can you position yourself so that you are truly seen as that deep expert into the market that you want to serve? So you're not just a general consultant, you're not just doing the same thing as everybody else. Because if you want to stand out, especially in the world that we're in right now, where your ideal clients are getting bombarded with all kinds of messages and touch points more than ever before in history, in order for you to stand out, right, you want to figure out how and make sure you have the right strategy to communicate and share valuable insights and ideas that aren't going to come only through AI. Because if everyone is touching, the same button to produce the same kind of content, and if it doesn't include your unique viewpoints, opinions, perspectives, right? If it doesn't have your own analysis, if it's the same thing that everybody else is putting out, there's no value. It's commonplace. What you want to make sure that you're doing is bringing something new, bringing something fresh, embedding your perspectives, your insights, your ideas, your analysis, your experiences into everything that you do, so that you can stand out and so that you can provide truly valuable ideas and content and insights for your ideal clients, because that's going to differentiate you from everybody else out there. Now, I'm a big believer in AI. At Consulting Success, we've in fact built a whole suite of tools for consultants in our Clarity Coaching program. These are consulting AI tools that can help all of our clients to do a lot more, much more efficiently, from creating messaging to different types of emails, to doing research, to figuring out their ideal clients, content creation, all different areas of the consulting business. Again, that's available to all of our clients in our Clarity Coaching program. If you want to find out more about that, just head over to consultingsuccess.com, click on coaching, apply for the program, and that's something that you would be able to get access to. But I'm a big believer in AI. We use different tools that leverage AI at Consulting Success. I don't think AI is going anywhere. I believe we're just getting started, and what's going to come in the future will truly be, will be pretty significant. But don't look at AI as something that you should be scared of. Find ways to embrace it, find ways to benefit from it, because it really can help you to accelerate, to remove some things that maybe are lower value, and that way you can spend more of your time on areas that are higher value that AI cannot do, right? So think about, what can AI not necessarily do that you can do? Lean into that, and that's likely going to create more value for you and for your clients and those that you want to serve, and help you to really create stronger differentiation in the marketplace. If you enjoy this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the little bell as well, so you get notified when we publish new content. We're starting to put a lot more video content these days, and feel free to click around the Consulting Success channel to watch some of our other videos on topics that will help you to grow your consulting business.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this, you'll love all the free resources, case studies, and best practices at consultingsuccess.com. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a rating and review on Apple, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. Thank you so much.